Hi, Cancer. Thank you for tuning in. This is a mid-April reading for April 2017. Right? I just cleared the cards because I did a reading before this. I use Palo Santo, this type of wood, and blue and white sage, as well as light and crystals. For Cancer, please, for middle of the month, April. Whoa! A hokey boom. One more. Okay, Cancer, please. Oh, alright, just a little bit. Okay. All right. I'm going to look at it two ways. The first one I'm going to look at is romantic, because that's what popped out to me. And then I'm going to look at it from a self-love point of view, because there are many ways to interpret cards. And of course, not all of you are in the exact same situation, as this is a general reading. So the first three cards, I'm going to hold them up for you. Two of Cups. Could be romance. Okay, balancing connection with someone. Followed by Knight of Wands, passion. Again, romance. Okay, and followed that is the Nine of Cups, emotional fulfillment, emotional happiness, in a good place. Okay, so this was going great. Great, again, I'm focusing on romance at the moment. This relationship or dating this person was going great. There seemed to be a connection. There was a spark, perhaps some lust, infatuation, and emotionally it felt great. It felt fulfilling, satisfying. But after that, I have the Three of Swords. It could represent heartbreak. It could represent that learning more about this person, new information, new truths, pierced your heart. Oh no, they, again, general does not apply to everyone. Oh no, they have one of my deal breakers. They may be, of this particular belief system. They may have this particular history or past. And it's heartbreaking. It could also represent a literal break, but something that was learned or said, or even a behavior that kind of sparked in you an understanding that broke your heart a little bit. This may not be this person. This may not be the kind of relationship I wanted, or maybe they don't want exclusivity to the extent that I do, or commitment, or the opposite. Maybe they want commitment and I don't, and oh no, I'm given an ultimatum. All right. However, center card is the Fool. New beginnings. This could be a new beginning in your self journey. This could be a new beginning with... It could be a new beginning with the same person as well. It could be a new person altogether. But again, to either side of this beginning, I had heartbreak or disappointment or sadness, as well as the Eight of Swords. Feeling trapped. It could be feeling trapped in a relationship. It could be feeling trapped, are my standards too high? Or I just want these 3 or 4 things in a person. Am I asking for too much? Or why is it never working out? You may feel trapped by certain beliefs, certain standards, or even the way you see yourself. Because bear in mind that the way we see ourselves is reflected in others. The way they look at us. I'm sure you've had moments when someone looked at you a certain way and you saw yourself within that glance. Maybe you're having a wonderful day and you saw how they looked at you with this passion. It's like, yes, that's how I feel. Or the opposite, you may be having certain doubts and they may have said something that's like, oh, damn, I'm really being hard on myself. So there is a new beginning, but again, not without heartbreak or a feeling of loss or grief of some sorts, which may make you feel stuck, which may make you feel engulfed or trapped within even a cycle. Why do I keep attracting this kind of person? Why do my relationships always end up this way? Or why do I always find myself in this situation? Okay, now, the last 3 cards, 7 of Cups. Be reminded that there is always possibility. Always. Always. I don't care what you say. There is always possibility. There's always choice. Okay, and that is followed by the 9 of Pentacles, independence. Being okay being alone, being okay with your circumstances, building upon yourself. Okay. And the last one is the Knight of Swords, taking action. Making the right choices, going forward with speed, with, let's say, for example, your belief systems clash, your moral standards, or cultural backgrounds, whatever. Go forward with who you are, how you are, and stick to your guns. That's not to say there might not be some reviewing that needs to take place, because again, there might be a feeling of this. However you want to interpret it, you may feel this way. Double-edged swords, or I might get hurt if I take a different approach, or I need to stay within this mentality in order to achieve what I want in a romantic relationship. There may be feelings of this. But as well, bear in mind that with romance, with failed relationships, or with disappointments, with heartbreak, always comes a new beginning, a new understanding. And if you feel like this is a cycle that's being over and over again, that is the indicator. That is the indicator. Either there's a subconscious belief that you hold, which renders you drawn to certain people or certain people drawn to you, or the fact that this is repeating is like a lesson that comes back to you and you may not be aware that it's there. Remember, she's blindfolded. She might not be aware that there's swords all around her, but there's this feeling of, I can't move. I can't get out of this place that I'm in. Right? That could be the indicator. Because the emotional fulfillment came right before the heartbreak. Could it be temporary? Could it be some gratification, or why do these kind of partners always turn out this way? And then, it's just so disappointing. It could be you're not seeing something, right? Because there is an initial connection, okay? But bear in mind that the people we attract in our lives, or who are attracted to us, are on a similar frequency. Why connection? Similar frequency, similar level. If you are on a low vibration, okay, then you're going to attract people on a similar vibration, because people of higher vibrations may not feel that pull towards you. And you want to get to a higher vibration, but the people that are coming in and out of your lives are a reflection of where you are. It's not a reflection of who you are or how you are, but it's a reflection of your current vibration or where you are at the moment. Okay, think back on romantic relationships that you've had. Oftentimes you will notice there's a progression of sorts. Oh, my first love was, I don't know what I was thinking. We all have that partner. I have no idea what I was thinking. Where was my head at? And then the one after that had some improvements in some areas, and then better and better and better, right? Because your frequency is raising, because you're learning more about yourself, because you're putting out different vibes. And that's why the Fool is at the center, because there's always a new beginning. There's always something to be learned. There's always a possibility, a new way to go about things. So that's the romantic approach. Now I'm going to try to look at it from a self-love point of view, which is going to be similar. You may feel connected. You may feel like you've achieved a certain passion and that you're good at something and it gives you emotional fulfillment. But then there may come a time when it's like, why do I feel this way? Or why am I not happy? Why is it not giving me what I thought it would give me? I took that dance class, I took that acting class, whatever. Why can I not get where I want to go? There's this heartbreak. And bear in mind, there are swords piercing this heart. These swords are intellect, mind, thoughts. It could be thoughts about yourself. You know what I mean? It gets to a point where everything is good, and that's when the ego gets in there. Well, no, you are not good enough, or you are this, or you are XYZ. And they're piercing your heart, and it's painful. Okay? Which could relate to this. It could be a certain mindset, a certain doubt, not trusting yourself that could keep you in this, that could keep cycling this grief, or that could have brought in this grief. Okay, at least that's what the cards are telling me. But around this is a new beginning. With loss, with heartbreak is always a new beginning. What new beginning? We could look at it literally, new partners, new circumstances, new situations. But new beginning more so in the sense that you learn something about yourself. Every time you find yourself in a similar situation, in a similar pattern, every time that question, why? What did I do wrong this time? Or why am I not happy? Why am I not going where I need to go? This why and these feelings of heartbreak, this is the new beginning. This is that reminder. This is the help. That's why it's uncomfortable. And right under that, possibilities, new ways of looking at things, new cups to drink from, new things to try. Okay, which can lead to independence, happiness, solitude, comfortable solitude. Okay, which could help you go forward. I'm going to draw a few more cards. And I don't want this to come across as you need to change your belief systems, you need to change your thoughts or your doubts. No, it's just being aware of all of this pattern. It could be reoccurring, it could be new, has come into your life to teach you something, whether that's how we look at it or not. It could teach us about how we see ourselves. Why do I always attract this person? Why do I find myself in this situation? It could be that we accept or tolerate certain things that we shouldn't, because there could be a subconscious belief keeping us in there. I'm not good enough. I am not lovable. I am not worthy. That could bring about people who could perhaps see you in a similar way. And that's why there could be, oh, it's going great, and then there's a heartbreak, right? Or a feeling of disappointment or loss. Oh, so for Cancer, please. More for Cancer. For Cancer, please. Okay. So, the way I interpret this card, authority figures, right? Some sort of system, some sort of belief system. Okay, because there is like a pope or religious figure here. There is a belief system that could be, I'm going to focus more on this card. There's a belief system, right? But as you can see, there's a window behind him. And behind that is the universe, the cosmos. This belief system, this mentality, this thought process, this subconscious mechanism reflects into the greater picture. It reflects into the universe. It is output into the universe, which could be causing situations that may be recurring, not necessarily to romance. I just went that way, but there could be situations that you find yourself in over and over again, or feelings or mental states. And it stems from this system of beliefs that gets bigger and bigger and just, like a ripple effect, goes out into the universe, and that's how it is reflected in your external world. That's not to say that your belief system or subconscious mechanism is incorrect. Again, no. However, it may not be serving you. It may serve others, it may not be serving you, which could be why there may be feeling of disappointment or a certain pattern or a feeling of exhaustion, a feeling of just, why am I here? It could be, why am I here again? It could be, why am I here in the first place? There's a lesson behind everything, and it helps you it forces us to question our belief systems, our thoughts, how we see ourselves. These are all indicators. Okay? Again, this is not for all viewers. This is just what the cards are telling me for those that need to hear it. Let me see if I can get anything else. I need to grow my nails. I can't pick up these cards. But again, new beginning. Fool is in the center. This could be romantic connection or this emotional fulfillment, this passion, this heartbreak, this feeling of trapped, stuck repetitiveness. And these possibilities are all around the Fool. And the Fool is, from what I have gathered, from my understanding, the Fool is the most controversial card in the deck because it has no number. It's a 0. Therefore, it's 0. It's just, this is how it is. This could be a beginning. This could be a pattern, a cycle. Let me shuffle a bit more. For Cancer, please. It could even be for those in committed relationships. It's like that wave, okay? Good, and then, we get in a huge fight, or this conflict comes up again. Or, again, like a loop, a cycle, it could feel like. And with each loop, with each pattern, there's an ability to kind of jump out of that into a new loop, into a new cycle, into a new phase, always. Because possibilities, choice, different cups to drink from. Cancer, please. Whoop, just got a card fly out. Let's see what it was. Page of Wands. Go with it. Try something new. Try a different approach. Not even approach the situation itself. Try a different mentality. Try looking at it differently. Perhaps instead of, why does this always happen to me? Or why do I always find myself in this situation? Maybe look at it from a different perspective. Try a new approach. All right, I'm in this situation again. Let's go over the steps and actions. Not to say overanalyze, but how does this person, similar to other people that I have encountered who have where I have found myself in a similar situation, how are my behaviors? It could be that I'm always so great and I'm always so nice and this and this and this and this, and again I find myself in a situation. Look at it from a different angle. Maybe your behavior needs to be looked at from a different way. I mean, there could be insight by trying something new. What is the definition of insanity? When you try the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Try something new, try something different. Try, even just play pretend. Pretend to be of a different mentality or of a different approach, right? And that will open the gates to more emotional fulfillment, more self-love, more unconditional love, more better free flow of things. So that's what I'm getting for the mid-April Cancer. It doesn't have to be romance related. That's just how I read it. It could be romance related. It could be even, you're working on a project or you're at work and same results, or I didn't get the promotion again, or it feels like you're coming to a point where you've been many times before, perhaps. And It's like, why? And the 3 cards that I drew after the original: subconscious belief, mechanism under which you are operating, mechanism of belief, of conditioning. Try something new, try something different, because that will lead to this. At the very least, you may get different results, and that will lead to insight. So that's what I have for Cancer for mid-April. I hope that was helpful, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in.